Some real shit. This life is nothing to mess with when it comes to an angel's journey. I've been through so many trials and tribulations when it comes down to this so-called life. People not taking heed of situations until situations have to come up, and I look like the bad guy. I mean, when it comes down to, yeah, we all soldiers, but some of us still sleep. And sometimes I just really, really, really cannot stand the sight of a next day. Only because it's like there's so much bullshit happening just because people don't have near-death experiences or like any knowledge of anything, really. Yeah, there's a bunch of us out there who's spiritual and know some shit. But the rest, and they say don't worry about the rest. I'm like, yo, the rest is what's fucking me up. They're the ones messing with me. So it's like they judge, they think the worst, quick, and it's always quick. So it's like you never catch a break. An angel's journey isn't like, it's supposed to be rough because you got like the fact that you gotta go through some shit to wake up fully and to know your true potential in life. And it's like everyone can look at you and be like, oh, you don't have anything. You got nothing under your belt. You ain't even got like degrees. You ain't even got letters behind your name. You ain't even got a job. And it's like, yo, I'm not looking down at the fact that you slaving. Okay, you need to stop looking at the fact that I'm not. And I'd rather not get stuck in the system shit. No offense to everybody else, but I'm serious. When it comes down to life, you're living in false evidence. People can say it's life easy. But you understand what life is? You better get to know what life is. Living in false evidence. When you live in false evidence, you are currently living in false evidence within yourself and for others. So it's like when you say, you know, like, okie doke, it's just life. It's how it's supposed to be. No, it's just how you're making it be. You're making it worse for people who actually see better in life and see better the way life could actually be rather than living in false evidence. I mean, like, I don't even want to call it life. I want to call it existing. Because while everyone's calling it life, I'm calling it existing. It's like, it ain't life. I ain't living in no false evidence. I'm seeing everybody clearly. The ignorance, the disrespect, you know, the fact that we don't even know each other anymore and that we ain't even smiling at each other. We ain't smiling every day. We always thinking something. And it's like, yo, y'all just really want to be stuck in this stuff. It's like sticky glue. Once you put your foot in it, you can't get out. And it's like, that's how I see these people. That's how I see systemized people. It's like you in it because you used to it. And you don't gotta be used to it. But there's no way out for them is how I feel. So it's like, yeah, I could leave them be, but at the same time, it's like, yo, I'm here to help. It's like, who am I? Who ordained me to help? I ordained myself because you know what? When it comes down to it, everyone's ordaining themselves to be a judge, to be a hypocrite, to be something that ain't right for this world. Me, I'm ordaining myself to make myself stand out. You know, not necessarily for attention, but just to let people know there's another way. You need to stop being so judgmental and so easy and quick to think something that ain't true. I mean, this type of stuff, like, really is getting old to me. I feel like, can I just fall asleep for life? Like, seriously? Like, I'm tired. Like, I'm tired of seeing how fucked up this system is. And people don't even take heed. They're too busy enjoying it. Well, I'm getting my money, so I mean, like, yo, this money ain't even shit. It's Monopoly money. They just created like Monopoly money. People playing Monopoly out here. That's how it feels. Like everybody's just playing a game. You think this is a game? It's not a fucking game at all. Because you know what? People gonna get fucked up at the end of the day. And I ain't talking physically. I'm talking about spiritually, mentally, emotionally. Those who don't even deserve it type thing. You know what I mean? All just because people want to still play Monopoly and disrespect people because they got money. And it's like, yo, Money ain't shit to me. I could pick up a rock and trade it for a friggin' piece of candy. I could pick up, a leaf and trade it for a piece of candy. I mean, like, if y'all really look at what you're freaking doing, you're just sitting in it. You're soaking in it. And it's not even cool. It's not fair to the children being born in this life because they don't know nothing and they're going to get caught up with y'all. And later they're going to come to you after death. Whether you believe in after death or not, it's going to happen. You guys are going to be noticed by the youngins. You guys are going to be noticed, and they're going to not give a shit. They're going to start disrespecting you, start being rude to you, start thinking that you don't know shit. And, it's just like me. Like, I feel like people don't really know anything. It's that people who are on my spiritual level. And it's like, some people would be like, oh, I'm on your spiritual level. Like, no, you're not. Because you want to continue to be like, oh, you can't talk about this. Oh, you can't be like this. Oh, you can't do this. Because this is what I'm going to think. And I was like, yo, you still systemized, motherfucker. You still systemized. I'm sorry for my freaking language, though. This is the point of the angel's journey. You get tired. You start seeing shit. You start seeing how people are truly, and you get tired of it. It's like, this is the same old shit I've been going through since I was a kid. People still doing the same thing, different day. And I don't care if the sun goes down. It's still the same day to me because I stand still. And when it comes down to people moving too much, it's like you lose out on a lot. And people don't understand the repercussions of their actions, the repercussions of their words, the repercussions of their judgment. Throwing pebbles in people's waters, making them trip. And it's like, some people say they believe in the Bible. It's like, yo, how could you believe in the Bible if you didn't even understand who God is, or you don't even know where your home is? You say you going to heaven. Where's your heaven? What does your haven look like? What does it look like? Can you understand that? Can you get that? Can you really comprehend anything in that Bible? Because when it comes down to it, what I see is I decipher it. I go down deep. I go deeper than words. You know why? Because words have more than just one meaning when it comes down to words. And I'm not talking about other languages. I'm talking spiritually. You can't just think of things direct, like, oh, I'm reading this, so it means this. No, you got to go direct. You got to look at the scene. You got to decipher everything that's going on in that verse. And not just related to your life, but related to other people's lives just as much as your life. And it's like, this stuff is really going on. And nobody liked Jesus. I swear to you, I guarantee everybody hated Jesus before they found out that Jesus was real. Like he was going to seriously do some shit. And like everybody who nowadays is all about Jesus is because they were systemized into it. But they never really knew the truth, where everybody actually hated him because he had so much to say. Just like people like me. He's a Messiah. I'm a messenger. The Messiah is a messenger. I'm not calling myself the Messiah. There's plenty of us out there. There's more than one Messiah. We were all Messiahs before we actually became systemized. And it's like, people don't even recognize themselves no more. They don't even know who they are. They don't even know their hearts. They don't even know their spirits. They don't even know where they freaking come from. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying it's horrible for me to even see. I feel bad, and it's like, let me wake you up a bit. Some people want to fight me. Some people want to hit me. Some people want to be like, oh, no, it's not like this. This is what I read. Okay, I'm not going to wake you up any further. Because you know what? You're going to fight me. You're going to be like those ones who killed Jesus. You're going to want to kill me because I got too much to say. So it's going to be like, yo, when us messengers start coming out, where there's going to be a lot of people on the street talking this shit, there's going to be a whole lot of us waking up, and we're going to be talking on corners. And then people are going to start naring at us and trying to hurt us and trying to get us arrested. Well, guess what, people? It's time to wake up. It's time to realize that you're stuck in a system that ain't for you. And it's time that we actually rise against it. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired. And people say, why don't you just kill yourself? Because first off, everybody's going to end up being in some fucked up shit if I die. Because I already see my visions. And just like Jesus, he told people exactly what was going to happen. And I can tell people exactly what's going to happen too. And if it's either they want to believe it or not. When they think at the most, oh, there ain't nothing going to happen. She been gone for some time. Then all of a sudden, boom, lights go out. People be looking like, nobody told us this was going to happen. And I'm going to be like, coming through those waters and those flames with that message and telling y'all, look, I tried to warn you. You wouldn't listen. So now, learn what you need to learn in the dark. There'll be people coming to you. There'll be messengers, other angels coming to you in the dark. Because you know what? It's time for lights to go out. It's almost time for that time. It's almost time for lights to go out where everybody in the dark can't see the hands in front of them, can't see nothing in front of them, bumping into stuff. You know what I mean? It's that time. This whole system is too crazy. It needs to go. It needs to go. If nobody's gonna wake up, it's time for them to wake up when it comes down to that last light post. I'm serious. Angel's Journey, everybody. It sucks, but it's worth it.